So the question is that I get is, can you make money raising goats? And if you got the right setup, the right goats, you can make money with goats. That is what you call a trailer full of goats. Well, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Bonham Tx. I'm Josh, and we appreciate you guys clicking on this video. Well, it's time to separate all the kids, whether some have been weaned for a month or so, some are just now being weaned, but it is time to take these buck kids, some doelings that were not worth keeping, and take some nannies that were culling. It's time to go to the sale barn, and that's what we've been doing all day. So we have been separating kids. I've got the truck hooked up, the trailer ready to be jumped in the morning, and we're gonna head over to a place about 2.5 hours from us, and hoping that we get good prices for our goats. We got some really nice kids. They're in there around 40 plus, 45, 50 pounds, maybe some 60-pound kids. They're that range because some of them are a little bit younger, some of them are a little bit older, but that's what we got to take. And we got about 80 kids that we're taking, and we have about 12 nannies that we're gonna get rid of. So you guys come along with us, see how it goes. What we're doing here is we're taking and trying to make enough money to pay for our hay. So we take these kids to the sale barn, and then we want to get enough money so we can cover the cost of our hay for the winter. So you can see it's a little loud, but I'm already hooked up and we are ready to go, and we will have quite of a load to go tomorrow. So it's this trailer that I have, let me show you, it is going to be loaded down with kids. So we're gonna be full. I'm gonna show you guys getting loaded up early in the morning, but let me just show you this one group of kids that's gonna be going. So come in here, show you guys some of these buck kids. Now there's buck kids in here, there's some doelings in here, and this is just a group that we're taking. So we've got them lotted right here, ready to go, ready to jump in the trailer. We've sorted through. Kind of over here, you're gonna see are some of our keeper bucks that we're gonna keep and grow out. So they could possibly be potential herd sires. Let's go down here and check out another group, and we'll check out these nannies. And I'll tell you a little bit why I've got it on video of the reason why some of these nannies just didn't cut it around here. So today was a pretty busy day. What we did was took the 2 pastures of nannies that we had and put all the nannies on a pasture over here, and then we put the kids that you can see that we are keeping to offer for sale as commercial, purebred, and New Zealand. We've got them all in this center pasture right here. So they're weaning, some of these are weaning today. So that group is staying around here, but let me go over here and show you another group that we're taking. And we are driving that far because the local sale barns around here, what it is around here is just a buying hub for people to buy them, take them and flip them, and make 50 bucks per head on them. we want to sell them by the weight. So I want to show you, this is a good, clean group of kids that we have, and they should bring good money. So I looked, the prices were ranging from 2 different types of sales that were pretty close to us, or far enough as where we're going, is around 260 to 380. So I'm hoping that we get that price range, because these are quality kids. Let's go in, let's take a look at them. So you can see, this is a good group of kids. All have good weights, all look really healthy, and they should bring good money at that sale. It's a very uniform group. They all are around, I'd say anywhere from 45 to 55 pounds. There's a couple heavy ones in here, but this group of kids is going to be loaded up in the morning, and they're going to be going to the auction as well. So we got a group of nannies in here that just aren't going to make it. I'll show you this big one right here. She had, and we paid good money for her at a sale. And what happened with her was she had 2 kids. Kids didn't make it. She never developed any milk. So she's a cull. She has to go. We can't stick around. We can't take another chance on her, that crossing our fingers that maybe next year she'll have some kids. She had her opportunity. It just didn't work out. They want their mama. And it's time for her to go. There's another one in here I'm going to show you. She's raised good kids for us for several years. But what has happened is her bag, she has a bad bag. One side is good, and the other side she has a extra large teat. And it's this doe right here. This light colored and black one. If I could get a picture of her bag. Her bag at one side over here is extremely large. And I'll cut to a clip of when she had kids this winter. She had triplets, and I'll show you guys now. I want to show you. This is an example of what I was talking about a while ago. This doe has raised, I don't know, 4 sets of kids for us. Yeah. And this year, if you can see, that one tit's kind of blowed up a little bit, and it's not blowed out, but her other side is nice and tight. And this is something we're going to have to make a decision on. Those kids can still nurse it, but this is something we're going to have to make a decision on, because we don't want to be able to raise a doe, spend time, put money in her, and then her not be able to raise kids. And we was thinking about making the decision then, and you'll see she raised 3 kids, but we're not going to take a chance on having to bottle raise kids because they can't latch on to that teat. That's things that we call for bad mothering abilities, bad teats, didn't have a kid, and sometimes it's just time to move on from them. And this group, I think there's 12 in here. There's 12 does in here. They're going on from here. They're not going to stay around. So in the morning, we're going to jump the first batch in, jump these does in, and then we're going to jump that other group I showed you. We're going to jump them all in the trailer and head towards the sale. 2.5 hours one way, and hoping we get the good prices we want. Said we're hauling about 80 to 90 head, and it's going to be a big load, and hoping that we get enough money to cover all of our hay expenses and take care of that. Come on. Get on. Get on. Get on. Come on. All right, we are loaded up, and this is a big heavy load. We're gonna put some air in the tires, and just to show you guys. That is what you call a trailer full of goats, and we are loaded up, fixing to head out, take them to the sale barn. We got a good 2-hour drive ahead of us there, 2 hours back, about 2.5 hours. So we're gonna take it easy. We got a trailer load, and we're gonna get these tires aired up and get on the road and have a safe trip. Well, we pulled over on the side of the road and just doing a little check. There's a lot of goats in here. We want to make sure that everybody's good, everybody's standing up. See lots of heads, nobody's crying. So we are just about 30 minutes out from being there, so just doing a little road check, make sure everything's going good. Tires look good, everything's going great. $25 in that group. All right, so we made it back. We had a good, successful, safe trip. Got the goats there, and we are more than pleased with what they done. We went to the Bois goat and sheep buying station. It's only about 2.5 hours one way for us, so about a 5-hour total trip. And I think that they done really well. They brought $3 a pound. So you seen the trailer. We was at max capacity in that thing. We had 93 head in there. So culling those nannies, selling those kids, the kids brought $3 a pound. If we'd have drove a little further, put a few more miles on the truck and trailer, and put some more time into it, they might have brought a little bit more. It's just not worth it. That's the closest place that we can get to get the most money that we can get. And we're happy with it. It's going to cover our hay and feed costs for the year, and I mean, they did well. The goats did well. Everything was set up just right for us, and everything went very smooth. So I'm gonna get Joe on here, and we'll talk to Joe about how he feels about it and how it went, and see what he thinks. All right, so I got Joe here, and we made it back safe. Joe, tell them what you thought about how the kids sold this year and everything, how it all went down.
Well, it went really well. The guy was really easy to work with after at the sale, and he just done a really good job and paid us before we left, and they brought a good price.
Yeah.
And they're gonna pay for all of our hay for our next season, and we're just real satisfied with it.
Oh yeah, it went great. He had really good scale set up. Like I said, like Joe just said, we was able to get a check when we left. So dropped them off. He sorted them, put them in groups, weighed them, and cut us a check right then and there. So matter of fact, our hay guy called us on the way home, and he's bringing hay today. So everything is just rolling right along like it's supposed to. So the question is, that I get is, can you make money raising goats? And if you got the right setup, the right goats, you can make money with goats. You just got to have everything in place, and you need to take a big load. You got to have the right amount of numbers to make sure you get that big check. So our goats, 93 head, brought almost 10 grand, just a little bit short of 10 grand, and we're pleased with that. So short amount of time for those does to be bred, have those kids, wean those kids, and then get them to the sale and pay for our hay, what little bit of feed we do feed during the winter time, and everything is all good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.